as we told you about here, a collection of guitars, amps, pedals, and gear owned by legendary rock musician Jeff Beck, fetch an astounding 8,727,284 pounds, approximately $11 million, at a Christie's auction last week, far surpassing initial estimates. The sale, titled Jeff Beck The Guitar Collection, featured over 130 items from Beck's nearly 6-decade career, drawing intense interest from collectors and fans alike. The highest-selling guitar of the auction was Beck's Oxblood Les Paul, immortalized on the cover of his 1975 album Blow by Blow. The Oxblood sold for £1,068,500.
Is the infamous Les Paul Gibson, known as the Oxblood, adoring the cover of the Blow by Blow album, sold for $850,000.
That's approximately $1,317,111. Originally a gold top, the guitar became one of Beck's most recognizable instruments. He also used it for the encore at the end of David Bowie's final performance as Ziggy Stardust in July 1973. Another major highlight was Enochka, Beck's iconic white Fender Strat, custom built by J.W. Black in 1990 and 1993, which he used extensively up until his death. It fetched an astounding £1,008,000, far surpassing its estimate of £20,000 to £30,000.
This is a Fender Custom Shop Stratocaster, Jeff Beck's most celebrated Stratocaster, known as Anushka. Sold 800,000. Congratulations, pedal 816.
Other notable sales included the original Yardburst, a 1959 Gibson Les Paul with a later 1972 neck that Beck purchased in London in 1966 while playing with the Yardbirds.
He used it straight away, famously at a BBC recording, Ready, Steady, Go, and then it was on the album Roger the Engineer. So a really seminal instrument for him, and the one in the collection that's been around for the longest, I would say.
The Yardburst sold for £403,200.
Known as the Yardburst, thank you, Teddy, and selling for £320,000. Your bid sold for $320,000.
Also the Telegib, a heavily modified 1956 Fender Telecaster, which Beck used to record "'Cause We Ended as Lovers" on Blow by Blow.
Known as the Telegib because it is a hybrid guitar, a Telecaster body with Gibson humbuckers, Gibson frets.
The Telegib fetched £693,000. Beck's Klon Professional Overdrive pedal sold for £13,860, exceeding its estimate of £2,000 to £3,000. One of the most significant sales was Jeff Beck's Stage Performance pedal board, an amazing piece comprising the arrangement of pedals he used on its last tour in 2022. That sold for £126,000 against an estimate of £3,000 or £5,000.
The Super Tremolo Amplifier Head, Jeff Beck's favorite amp of all time from 1968, sold for £17,000. Early touring flight case from his days in the Jeff Beck Group is yours for $19,000. This is Beck's favorite Stratocaster he called the Buddy Holly Strat from 1954. Sold for $240. This is the 1980s Lindrum machine used by Jeff Beck in his home studio. Sold for $6,500.
This is the rare 1955 Gretsch Duojet, famously used for the recording of his 1993 album Crazy Legs. Sold $80,000. Instrument effect pedal, a vintage Mutron octave divider. Also, we have interest here. We can open the bidding at 900. 100. Sold $4,200.
Jeff Beck was no doubt one of the greatest guitar players to ever live, a multi-Grammy award-winning artist, twice inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. His groundbreaking sound led to collaborations with an array of musical icons. From his early days pioneering psychedelic and hard rock to his later explorations into jazz fusion, Beck's playing defied categorization. His ability to blend fluidity, aggression, and technical brilliance made him one of the most revered guitar players of all time. Christie's auction served as a tribute to his influence, presenting the very musical instruments that helped shape rock history. If you were lucky enough to secure any piece of this collection, congratulations. That's going to do it for now. We thank you for watching Rock Buzz.